Yo, what's going on? This is LB the Realist with Surrealistic Studios, Surreal News, where the real is surreal. Before I start, go ahead and do me a favor. Click the links in the description below if you want a free stock with Weeble. Actually, I believe it's 4 free stocks at this time. If you want a free stock with Robinhood, it's all in the description below. Just click the links. You'll get hooked up, and I'll get hooked up. So we can we can start investing, we can start saving, we can start taking control of our financial destiny today. Let's be a part of the solution and not the problem, okay, folks? All right, so what I wanted to talk to you guys about right now in a quick segment, uh, yesterday, or actually a couple of days ago, I did a video about Jimmy Dore's call to action. Jimmy Dore actually put out a video on his channel recently saying that he wanted to basically get at least 15 members. I'm holding up 5, but just put a 1 in front of it. 15 members of the House of Representatives to go ahead and push for a vote on Medicare for all. So if we can get 15 members of the House of Representatives to push Nancy Pelosi into a vote for Medicare for all, then, that would obviously go a long way. I know there's a lot of pessimism. I express pessimism. Um, I know that there's a few other people out there in the YouTube realm, such as Redneck Economics. She just did a video on her channel talking about the call to action, and she expressed her pessimism as well. Pessimism, right? Pessimism. I'm not trying to be a pessimist or a negative person. I don't think anybody is, but I think that we've been so dogged out by the system, and we've been let down by our political heroes, our so-called progressive heroes, such as AOC, Rashida Tlaib, Ayanna Pressley. But if we can get 15 progressive-minded members of the House to actually push Nancy Pelosi into a vote for Medicare for all, then absolutely, that would be amazing. Absolutely. So let's go ahead and do that. I mean, like, why let our pessimistic, our pessimistic feelings, why let that stop us from at least trying to move the ball forward? I mean, I know that it's a long shot. I know that most of the members of the House of Representatives are too scared to go against Nancy Pelosi. They're too scared to go against Mama Bear. And it's a damn shame, really. It's a damn shame that they put their loyalty to their party ahead of the loyalty to the people. And that's what we're witnessing. So at least Jimmy is offering some kind of solutions, even if you don't agree with the solution, even if you think that the solution that he presented is not a viable one or it's not going to work, we can at least try. I mean, what more do we have to lose at this point? What do we have to lose? We can try, and at least we can put pressure on our political leaders in order to get this done. And if they decide to go against the people, then we'll hold their feet to the fire. We'll hold them accountable for that, as well as everything else that we hold them accountable for. So I think that it was a great idea, even though it may or may not work, even though, we express pessimism or we're being pessimist about it. I don't want to be so much of a pessimist. I'm a realist. So we'll call it realism. The facts are, these so-called progressive people in Congress or in the House of Representatives, they've let us down before. And hopefully, they won't continue to let us down. But like I said before, the least we could do is try. So Jimmy put out a call to action. He's asking for all of us to put pressure on, the members, the so-called progressive members in the House, to go ahead and force Nancy Pelosi into a vote for Medicare for all. And if they do not comply, then we will absolutely remember this. We will hold their feet to the fire. And the next time we get an opportunity to press them on this issue, we will. But they can absolutely get a vote for Medicare for all if they pressure Nancy Pelosi into doing so. Now, Nancy Pelosi has expressed disinterest in doing this before. She's, called the Green New Deal the green something, or the green, whatever deal, or, she tried to, make light of it. But we need people in the House to really put the pressure on Nancy Pelosi. We don't need them to be friends with Nancy Pelosi. We don't need them to, call Nancy Pelosi Mama Bear and to stand for, Democrat or nothing, vote blue no matter who. Forget all that nonsense. We need you to stand up for the people. Ayanna Pressley, Rashida Tlaib, AOC, Jamal Bowman, Pramila Jayapal, all of you progressive House of Representative members, please listen to the people. Listen to the people. Put the people ahead of your party and force a vote for Medicare for all, because during this pandemic, that's something that everyone absolutely needs. We need Medicare for all. We need to have that reassurance that if we get sick, not only with coronavirus, but with any virus, or no matter what happens to us, we need that reassurance that if we go to the doctor, we will not be bankrupt. We need the reassurance that if we go to the emergency room, we're not going to be stressed out and wanting to commit suicide because of our medical bills. It's ridiculous. My grandmother actually had an incident lately in which she had trouble breathing. She has COPD and, some other things wrong with her. And she had trouble breathing one night to the point where it scared my aunt, and she had to call the paramedics for my grandmother. It scared me too. I had to take the day off because I had to go see her. But she had an incident and she had to call the paramedics. And now my grandmother is stressed out over this potential, well, we know it's going to be a bill for the paramedic ride that she took, for the ambulance. Because these ambulance rides, they're just so expensive. Going to the doctor is so expensive. We create these drugs here at our universities, colleges, and laboratories, with taxpayer-funded drugs. We use the taxpayers' money, and then when we finally get the drugs and the medications, they multiply the cost times 100, and we're paying or more, and we're paying these astronomical prices for prescription drugs in America. My grandmother is a victim of this. And everyone can be a victim of this. Everyone can be a victim of going bankrupt because you got sick or you got hurt and you needed to see a doctor. Well, now is the time to pressure our political leaders into a vote for Medicare for all. And that's what I'm doing with this video. I'm hoping you guys do the same. I'm hoping other YouTubers and other progressives go ahead and carry this message forward. Even if you think that it won't work, what do we have to lose? Make a video, write an article. If you're one of these people that, you have a lot of time, go out there and protest. Go out there and call your representatives and make sure that they know that they need to serve the people and not their party. All right. So with all that being said, I'm going to leave this one short and sweet. It's supposed to be 5 minutes, but it's going on 8. Like I said before, go in the description below if you want to find me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. If you want a free stock with Robinhood or free stocks with Webull, they're giving out free money right now. Click the links and we'll both get hooked up. All right. Like I said before, folks, we need to force this vote. We need to force our political leaders into doing what's right for the people and not what's right for their party or for their pockets. So with all that being said, folks, love, peace, and light. Until next time, I'm out.